bumpers off. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, I've been pretty busy. We're entering the part of the project where this is just going to be a lot of boring footage of me taking stuff apart. I can only make that so interesting. These cars aren't that common. You don't really need a whole tutorial on how to dismantle one. Believe me, we all want to just see the end results and the finished product. That's going to take a while. So in the meantime, I want to just keep pushing away at this crazy idea I have in my head for what this is going to look like. But for now, enjoy the sporadic randomness of me tearing this thing apart. Hope you enjoy. So this shape and this wall does play a part in the rigidity of the trunk itself, of the trunk area, the compartment. So there's a few tricks we can do to reinforce where we need to. But again, we're not modifying anything on the frame. It's just part of the body. But again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But to give you a better idea, I want to extend this and then wall it up to this cross beam. And again, this is not part of the frame. This is all part of the body. Just cross member supports for the body itself. So I might do a step like 1.5 inches to 2 inches and then come over, because we have a lot of room vertically in the trunk. And honestly, the car has a 20-gallon fuel tank, or well, it came with a 20-gallon. The fuel cells I'm looking at are about 17 and 19 gallons. So I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm not planning any cross-country trips with this car. I guess that's a little bit of a lie though, because I do want to take this car on a Rocky Mountain Race Week. But if I'd receive an invite at any point when the car is done. So I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm speccing out my fuel cell. So everybody wants to see 60-year-old fuel tank. Free screwdriver. Oh, here's one of my zeros. There we go. Getting some mystery wires. That's always fun. That's not even bolted down. That's kind of neat. It has the oh geez, they're in the way. I wonder where I'll put these. Got one there and there. Nice little weight reduction. Again, guys, obviously all the trim is still here, or was here, but we've got a lot of spots where they just machine screwed through the outside of the trim just to be done with it, to keep it on the car. So we've got holes where there's not supposed to be. And yeah, trim's not the cheapest stuff in the world, finding the exact stuff in good condition, and then trying to find all these little clips and redoing all these little rivet points. I haven't done enough research to know what's available for the side molding on this car, but that's just all more reason just to shave it. I like that look anyway. It's a lot of extra unnecessary work to get the trim to work. I'm not doing a restoration. Now, again, I gotta fill in every one of these little holes, but that's not a big deal. And no, I'm not using Bondo. I'm actually going to weld. So guys, just for one more example, you know, this is the piece of trim that went on this side and the back. I mean, you can see somebody just used Phillips head machine screws and went in from the outside. There we go. It's stubborn. All this plastic stuff is breaking. So the good news is, since I was taking the fenders off anyway, of course all this is coming apart, but something a little disconcerting and a bit interesting Ford did. It's hard to tell now. I wanted to take this video before I took the fender off of one side. This is what's holding the bottom trim on, and of course it goes all the way across. Now the problem is, and you can do the research on this, the fender completely covers that and you cannot get to it. I think the fender ends about here, and I'm not kidding. You cannot get to that at all. So there's a trick. You can, well, this does split in the center, so you can do that. You can split it and then wiggle this off. You can see the ends are pinched off, and you would have to slide it off, but we didn't have to do that. So all right guys, well that is exactly where I'm at with the car so far. Got to buy more sawhorses so I can get working on all this stuff. Still a bit more to do. I'm going to be taking the doors off, the trunk, the rear trim on the glass, all that stuff. Go up top. So I don't have every little thing up here yet. I'll probably set up that other shelving unit at some point. Move some stuff around. Have the armrests under there, the door cards and some trim. All the lights and bezels. More trim. This was all the stuff that was in the trunk. Some of it anyway. More odds and ends, door hardware and specific bolts, everything's labeled. And that's all the trim. Oh, and the wiper arms. Lots to do, but I figured I would just give you guys an idea of where I was so far on this project. But as always guys, thanks for watching. My God. I'll see you on the next one. Really?